what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day so far. If you guys haven't seen my other videos, yes, we have a new background, we got a new office, but yeah, we're in a new environment, better lighting, I guess you can say, sort of better lighting. But other than that, today's video, I essentially am going to be showing you guys the exact processes, the exact websites, the exact funnels, the exact sites that I have essentially created for my clients to see before they book on with me, just making the client journey a little bit more smoother, right? And I'm just showing you guys exactly the important sites that I've essentially have created and are using. I know my last video, I've showed you guys the most important automations that I built out. This one, I'm just going to be showing you guys exactly the most important sites and websites and the funnels that I am essentially using to, be able to obviously close more clients and close more deals, right? So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking here. Let's get straight into it here. All right, so this is essentially the sites that I'm going to be showing you guys. So I think there's about like 4 or 5 sites that I want to kind of show you in the funnels. So the first ones, we're just going to start with the call scheduled funnel, right? So how this is essentially going to work is whenever someone schedules a call with you, right? This is essentially what you want to say. Obviously, it's going to say, congrats, your call is tentatively scheduled. Please watch the short video below to confirm your booking. That way, they actually see the video. Now, this video right here is typically just made for whenever someone books on a call. This isn't a VSL. This is nothing. This is just a video, quick and simple, just to give them some clarity, which is not even a 4-minute video, just to give them some clarity and context of how to prepare for the call and how to make sure that they are good to go for the call as well, right? So obviously it's gonna say, click the video to play with sound. Step 1, watch a short video on how to prepare for the call. Prepare your call by watching the video above. Understand our processes to better be prepared for your call. That way, when they hop on the call, it's gonna limit objections, right? So you're already pre-handling the objections that they're going to essentially say. And if they say some sort of question that you feel like is already handled through this video right here, then you can just call them out, and that's going to not only raise your authority, but that's essentially just going to make them look stupid, right? So yeah, obviously be in a quiet environment. Take this call when you can turn your camera and have a conversation. And this doesn't mean them being in the car, like actually being in a quiet environment. And then my video right here explains it, right? Check out the client reviews. That way they essentially have the knowledge of the client testimonials, client case studies on the back of their mind, letting them know that, oh, hey, this guy actually knows what he's talking about, right? Including a simple VSL as well. I just included my VSL just in case. Just obviously also having them, make sure that they add this event to the calendar so they don't forget to not attend it. Kind of saying, having images of like the references and examples of what it's going to look like when they do add it to their calendar. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Camera had died. But like I was saying, obviously making sure that you have this image right here. So when it does go and land into the spam, they know they can check their spam. They can hit I know sender, and they could just add this on their calendar, right? Now, this one is important as well. Frequently asked questions. Now, this is another way you can also pre-handle objections before you actually have a meeting with them, right? Saying that, what exactly is the system? How does AI work for my business? Blah, blah, blah. Is this system running 24/7? And they could always just click this and they can see the questions and the answers towards those questions, right? Client results and stories are kind of on the bottom. Videos of clients as well. Reviews. And if they want to see more case studies, they can always click on this button right here, and it's going to essentially redirect them into a sample case study document as well for them, right? So that's essentially how it's going to work. So this is the first site, very simple and short. This is possibly one of the most important ones that you guys need as well. So we're going to come back into Go High Level, and we're going to go into the other funnels. So this is the case study funnel as well. And this is just client testimonials, right? This is just client case studies. If you don't have client case studies, find a way to get client case studies. But this is essentially how clients can also see, and leads can see, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. Videos with clients, reviews with clients, another video with a client, reviews with a client, another, client review and testimonial right here, another client testimonial, another client testimonial, another client testimonial, boom, boom. And if they want to see more case studies, they can always click here. If they need any questions, they can always click here and get the answers to those questions. And if they do want to book on with me, they can always use this calendar on the bottom and then book on with me from here as well, right? So we're gonna come back again, and we're gonna go into client onboarding. You don't really necessarily need this, but this is also a client onboarding funnel step. So I'll show you guys exactly how this is gonna work. So whenever someone does, essentially book on with you, they close the deal and they send you the payment link and they pay up front. You want essentially a video just welcoming them to Sendius, right? Or to your business. Once that's done, they can hit step 2. They fill out the intake form, blah, blah, blah. Once that's filled out, they go to step 3. And then this is just kind of like a whole, process of like CRM overview, like intake forms that they need to fill out for us to get started. Step 5, client portal walkthrough, showing them exactly how to walk through their own client portal, connecting their Facebook account. And then there's also an intake form for like, their specific requests for the Facebook ad account, Slack overview. And then going to the final step is obviously having them book on an onboarding call with you as well, right? Once that is done, we're gonna come here back to Go High Level, and we're gonna come back and see what else there is. Not confirmed call page as well. Now this is very important. The people who actually inquire you guys or fill out a form, but they don't seem to book on a call with you, most of the time, it's just a lack of energy or just lack of like uninterested. So you want to essentially get them back in the loop of being interested, right? So this is what essentially this page is doing, right? It's saying your call is not confirmed. Make sure you do these 2 steps so you can confirm your call with us. Watching the short video on how to prepare for the call. So the VSL. Prepare your call by watching the video above, be in a quiet environment, checking out our client reviews, client results and stories, our client results right here. Frequently asked questions, stop right here. And then step 2 is essentially booking on a consult call with me as well, right? So this is the not confirmed page, which is very important. I know it doesn't seem important, but it is very important. And it's very vital for people who have filled out your form in the first place, because when someone fills out a form in the first place, that they are interested, but they just never seem to be bothered to book on with you, right? So very important page to essentially build out for yourself and your business. I feel like there is one more other as well that I want to kind of like touch upon. Let me see here. So client call. Okay. I think that should be it. This is the last one. I mean, it's a very simple process. So essentially whenever someone fills out a form, right? Whenever someone essentially does everything, correct. Let's say they inquire you in Facebook and they fill out a form and then they get redirected into somewhere, right? Essentially you want to make sure you can redirect them into your personal calendar. But what I like to do is just kind of have some words with, our logo here as well. So it makes it a little bit more personalized and makes it more professional, right? So this right here, it'll probably take you guys 5 minutes to even build out. Just, put your logo right here and say, thanks, the system determined that we're exactly here to help what you're looking for. Step 2, book your consult call below. If they don't book on the consult call, they're going to get an email and they're going to get some notifications and some SMSs sent over to them, letting them know that, look, your call is not confirmed, right? That's essentially it in terms of, building out those sites, building out the websites, building out the funnels. So it's really simple. It shouldn't honestly take more than 1 to 2 hours to just fully build all these out today. Other than that, that's probably going to be the end of the video. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the end of the video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. And one last thing actually before you guys go is I will be dropping a client closing call this weekend after I have closed the client. That way you guys can get a little bit more experience. That way you guys can get more clarity on how to actually sign your first client if you haven't signed your first client already. Other than that, I'm going to be dropping that this week. But if you guys have any questions beforehand, just leave it down in the comments below. I always read my comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.